right, so we are going to look at a house, like a house on fire question. So hopefully you've got your packs. You got your packs? What question would you like to have a look at? So there are, something like 15 questions or something to choose from? 17, my bad. 17 questions to choose from. Which one would you like to choose? I'll just close my, there we go. Any that kind of pop out at you, or something that you're like, I don't know what I would do with that? Yeah. Question 10. How do the stories in Like a House on Fire explore the common dilemmas and predicaments of family life? Yeah, we could do that. Anyone got any other preferences? And then we can vote it out. 9. Not all characters in Like a House on Fire are capable of empathy. Ooh, do you agree? That's nice. That's a nice one. That's a tricky one.
Although there is much pain in this short story collection, there's plenty of humour. Is this how you you see Like a House on Fire?
Ooh, I like that.
Number 16.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rivetto. Sorry, I'm just working out how I'm going to do this. Okay. I'll actually. Oh, okay. Thank you, Daniel. Okay, so what do we want to do? So the choices are between which ones? Number 10, number 9, and what was the other one?
16. And
16. All right, so if you want to do 9, raise your hand. 1, 2, yep, 3, 4. All right. If you want to do if you want to do 10, raise your hand. 1. If you want to do 16, raise your hand. 1, 2. Well, number 9 it is. Capable of empathy. All right. So, what is the first thing we do when we look at a text response question? What do we do with it?
Break it apart.
What? What do we do? We write it out. Good, because we need to kind of recognise each of the words. So, we write it out. So, let's see. Where is it? Oh, I thought, okay, I was wrong. My bad. What am I doing? Here we go. Alright. Not all of the characters in Like a House on Fire are capable of empathy. Do you agree? Is the questioning word that we've got? Let's just blow that bad boy up a little. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. All right. So, first off, actually, just a reminder, when do we underline Like a House on Fire and when do we put it in inverted commas?
When you're referring to the entire book or novel.
Yeah, you do what? Pardon? Underline, good. When I'm referring to the short story, I inverted comma. Yeah, okay. So when you're talking about short stories, inverted commas. When you're talking about the book, underline. Just as a reminder. Not that you guys would have forgotten that because you're so clever and you don't need me. But, you know, just in case. Okay, cool. All right. So what are our key words on that? What are our key words? Yep.
Empathy.
Empathy, good. Empathy is definitely a key word there. Not all, good. Yeah.
Capable.
Hang on. Capable of empathy. Yeah, whether they deliver it or not is kind of another debatable thing that we could hit up. Okay, yeah, I think that's kind of the meat of it. Okay, so now why is this pen writing in black? I think it's writing in black, and that's draw. Oh yeah, I'm going to use space.
Use the Galaxy Pen.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, Galaxy Pen it is. I love Galaxy Pen. Look, there are very few joys in my life. This is one. Okay, so I guess the first thing that we would go is, what do you want to, cancel. I'm not, cancel. Why are you no cancel? Oh, okay. Anyway, so what do we think? Should we tackle the all thing first? Do you want to tackle all first? All right, so all, who doesn't feel empathy in these stories or doesn't seem like they are empathetic towards others? Sharon? Oh yeah, Sharon. Is it Sharon or Shaz? No, it's Sharon, isn't it? Yeah, I just called her Shaz because I thought it was funny. Sharon. In Sleepers. Look at Galaxy Pen, it's so good. Oh, love.
Are these people not capable of Sharon isn't capable.
Sharon's not capable. Well, she doesn't seem to use it, does she? She doesn't seem to. Who else isn't empathetic? Yep.
The mother in Whirlpool.
Yeah, good one. Yeah. Because empathy is what? What is empathy?
Like, kind of leveling with someone else.
Yeah, feeling the feelings of somebody else. Yeah. And even though the mother does have feelings of her own, she doesn't seem to be able to put herself in other people's kind of feelings. Yeah. So, mother in Whirlpool. Okay. Anybody else that we kind of go, non-empathetic human? Yep.
72 Girls and Shane the guy.
Yeah, good one. Yeah, the Predator.
Sharon, Shane, seems like she's really making a thing.
Yeah. She's got a thing against, like, S-name bogans. Makes sense. Me too. Okay. Anybody else that we want to add? You could probably even put Des on that list. If you wanted. Like, you know how Des doesn't seem to like, you know, like when, you know, she goes to breastfeed and he's like, we're at Coles. And like, when she looks over to him for support and he's like where is he? He's getting like food out of the vending machine or something.
Yes.
That she looks over to him and he's not even there, like he's legged it. And then when she looks over at the end, he's just kind of like sitting there whacking a Gatorade bottle against his leg. And she's like, you're pathetic. Yeah, so even Des, I reckon you could put in that boat. And whether that is that he's too immature or whatever, at this point he's not capable, is he? He's not capable of empathy. Des in...
It's $5 Family.
Oh, $5 Family, yeah. This is good even just like to jog my memory. Like, you know, it's amazing how like things just like slip out of your memory. Anyway, it's scary. Okay, so we've got not all, and we've listed the ones that aren't empathetic, are capable of empathy. I think we debate that word. I think that's like our, you know, our Easter egg in the question to kind of talk about capability. You know, that some people are capable, you know, like even kind of saying someone like Sharon and Des and the mother, like they might be capable, but they don't show it. They don't show empathy. Whether they're capable or not is the kind of debate, perhaps. Yep.
With Flexion also, within it, you can see that Frank, he doesn't show empathy, but towards the end he does.
Yeah, so someone who we thought was not capable of empathy actually was all along. We just misinterpreted it. That's a good one.
Could you also say the same for like Laminax and Mirrors in that particular case? Because like the main character doesn't really seem to care about any of her co-workers at the very beginning.
And then at the end,
She does like a lot of things.
Good.
And she realizes that what she wants isn't as important as what everyone else wants.
and then narrator. Oh no, she's not the narrator, is she? Is she?
Yeah.
Did she say I? Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then maybe we can talk about some people who perhaps even like have too much empathy, or empathy to their own detriment. Perhaps that would be interesting. Yeah.
Would you say?
So who shows a great sense of empathy? Who would you kind of go? Who's kind of too much of a bleeding heart?
Well, not for other people, but I say for like they feel empathy for themselves, or feeling sorry for themselves, and sleepers doesn't even.
But that's not empathy.
That's
That's like the opposite of empathy. Empathy is about how you,
Loving other people.
yeah, feeling other people's pain.
So I was like, oh, okay.
So like nurses are really good at empathy because they kind of see other people's pain and interpret it, yeah. So who kind of has that relationship where they look at other people and go, oh, I feel that pain, I can associate with it and sympathise with it, yeah.
Yeah, like in Laminax and Mirrors, that's what gets her in trouble.
Good, yeah, okay. So narrator, well, but is that going to end up doubling up? That's
Well, also in Cake, like the mum kind of.
That's true, Cake, that she's too empathetic towards her son
Yeah.
and is like, that's kind of at her detriment, yeah?
Static, where
Okay.
it's like the narrator of that particular one, he's super empathetic to not only his mother but his wife and his sister.
Static, yeah.
Yeah,
He
when
feels too much, doesn't he, for
Yeah,
everybody else,
he's trying
yeah.
to make everyone else happy, and in the end it just makes him miserable.
What's his name
I forget.
in Static?
Chris?
No, Chris is
That's Ashes.
Oh,
Ashes.
yeah, no.
I think by the end.
Anthony?
Yeah, yeah.
Anthony.
Chris is also empathetic to his mother.
Yeah, I think so too. In Static. Who else did we say, sorry? Oh, Chris in Ashes.
By the end, he's empathetic.
By the end, he's kind of in this category, isn't he? He doesn't seem like he's empathetic, and then at the end, he realizes that he's capable of that empathy. At first he's very scathing towards not only his dad but his mother, but then at the end he realizes kind of what's going on. I'd also say, the girl in White Spirit. The girl in White Spirit, like, she's kind of a bit of a bleeding heart, that she's kind of looking at, everybody else's pain and everybody else's problems and is kind of putting them all on herself. What's her name? Do we know?
No, it's just in there.
It's just the narrator. Narrator in...
I just realised that White Spirit has a couple of names.
Yeah, it does. The double entendre. Yeah. Cool. All right, we've got tons. We got a ton, don't we? This is really good.
Maybe Tyler also towards her sister.
Yeah, that's
So she does show
true.
a bit to her mom, like she pities her a bit.
I
Yeah.
think it's empathy more of like just pity.
Yeah, but
Ah,
but towards her sister.
yeah, no, I could see that.
Yeah.
Or even Ellie, towards like she, You know, she feels for Tyler, and she feels for her mum. That's why she gives her the money for the scissors. You know, like I could see that. Yep. Girls in 72D. Cool. Is this okay? Can you guys read that all right? Yeah? Okay. Cool beans. These are good. These are really good ideas. I love them a lot. Okay, so it looks like we've kind of got 3 ideas here, which is good. You know, we need to start blocking, you know. So I would then go, what colour will stand out? Yellow. Pardon? No.
Sorry, was I mistaken?
Have you, do I look like Mr. Gleason?
Was it Mr. Gleason?
What?
Was it supposed to be Mr. Gleason?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
I was just confused.
No.
Oh, it's a pleasant surprise to see you.
Always, my dear, always. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm late too, I apologise.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll forgive you this time. Do you have a late pass?
I don't. I had it was the second time.
Oh,
Like a great time. Oh, yeah.
yeah, love it. Love it. Okay, so it looks like we've kind of got 3 ideas that we're going to kind of talk about. There are characters in this text that don't seem capable of empathy. Yeah? So that would be these people. Right. These people. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so... Oop.
Can you get background? I really like. I haven't got the glasses.
Oh,
I can't see.
oh, what have I done? What have I done? Whoop. There we go. Okay. So these are people who don't seem capable. Yeah? And then we seem to have a group of people who didn't seem capable but then came through in the end. Yeah? I don't.
I'm so jealous. You know what mine is? You can't even like read my handwriting, let alone like. And they don't always look like that boobs and bums. Don't they?
All right, so this one is the second kind of thing is like they didn't seem capable, but then they ended up okay. And then our third group, is this one, which is they kind of have like almost too much empathy. Yeah? Daniel with the photos. Daniel with the photos. Always with the photos. Yep. Good old Stevie Wonder. Cracking it out again. Oh my god, I made some really funny memes. I made
I'm really sad that they got rid of some of the memes, like the welcome to hell.
Oh, they pulled that down because they've got like they they have like a parent information night in that room every Wednesday, and they thought that maybe some of the parents wouldn't get it, and I was like, oh, fair enough. They're like, after we have the parent info nights, like we'll put it back up. I'm like, yeah. No. I think that's the only one they pulled down though.
And you welcome to English, and then you have like an asterisk that you can put up.
Yeah, and then it can be somewhere else. Yeah, it can be somewhere else. Yep. Definite. All right. Okay. Questions, queries, concerns? Happy with that? Let's. Yeah.
I just wanted to add, sorry.
Yeah.
With the don't seem capable.
Yeah.
Would Chris's dad be one?
Yeah. Good one. Although he is showing,
Like,
I guess that would be debatable because he is showing empathy towards his wife.
yeah. So
That he's like, it'd kill her. So it's like maybe we'd put her in the didn't seem it, but maybe. Yeah, it would depend where you want to put her and put him in terms of evidence. Yeah.
Would you say that you could use him either or? Because
Yeah.
he doesn't seem at all capable for his son, where the person that has, let's say, the most bias of the text, like the most control of the text, that he's not at all empathetic in his eyes.
Yeah.
Even
But
though
then he
is-
kind of gets to the end of the story and he thinks he understands his dad. and he sees the fragility in his mum. So I think what he's done, I think he connects that Dad said that because Mum is too fragile, and I'm not fragile. Like, I can deal with that, but she couldn't. Does that make sense? All right. So do we want to move on? Does anyone need that for a couple more seconds? We're good? All right. So let's plan what we would do with arguments. So the first argument is that some characters, should we write contention actually? Do you want to do contention first? Yeah? So our contention would be what? What do you think the contention is? If that's kind of all the blurk, if that's the vomit, what's the contention? Yep.
That in like a house on fire, some people are capable of empathy and some aren't, and then people, I don't know about the
In like a house, in like a house on fire.
Kennedy exemplifies through
Kate
characters that
Kennedy.
individuals.
Hang on, we're getting too fancy. Kate Kennedy what? Exemplifies doesn't work because she goes. Kate Kennedy displays. Presents characters who do not seem to have the capability of empathize.
It's kind of like the carer's question, yeah, the ability to empathise. Yeah. And then they change towards the end.
with others in their current circumstance, because it's like someone with like Des, maybe he will be in the future. Yeah, in their, I guess it's more like the situation that they're in. Like Des can't do it there, and like I think someone like Shane, he's a bit exceptional, you know, because he's like the baddie. He's kind of more a classic villain, whereas I feel like people like Des, he's just a bit young and stupid, and like, you know, he's just a kid, so he's dumb. Yeah, and like the mother in Whirlpool, it's because, you know, she doesn't want to let go, and so she's so absorbed in that. Yeah. Yeah, in their situations. In their current situations, yeah. Okay. So, however, there are others that, what? There are others that
are capable of showing empathy or learned to show empathy.
Good. Okay. Let's use the learn. Yeah, that develop an ability to empathise. Yeah. Through the what?
Story.
I want to use situation again. Through the
It's not influence. It's like the current, it's like the issue or
yeah, like the
is causing them to change.
through the circumstance. Good one. Circumstance. Through the circumstances. I don't know. This is tricky. Through their circumstances, yeah. Their circumstances. Finally, Kennedy presents a third group of characters that, yeah, empathize too greatly. Yeah, it's too great, you know, too greatly with others, and therefore, and this can be to their detriment. Yeah.
Others to their detriment. They empathize too greatly with others to their detriment.
Yeah.
Or do you have to do and this could be to their detriment, or could you?
And this could, this can be to their detriment. Yeah.
I know, so greatly with others to their detriment. Could you
What
do that?
about the people who,
You need a comma there though. It just kind of is a bit messy, I think. Yeah.
what about those who empathize with themselves?
Well, if you empathize with yourself, that's not empathy. It's the opposite of empathy.
Narcissism.
It's narcissism. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. Cool. What is that?
A very long contention.
Yeah.
Or is that arguments? No, that's pretty much the arguments. That's the contention. The arguments, the intro.
It's basically your intro, because your contention are your arguments, and that's okay. That's totally fine.
That's all that you guys do.
Like, I feel like some people go, oh, but I've got to have my contention and my arguments. And it's like, yeah, but sometimes your contention is your argument, and that's okay. That's totally fine.
You don't necessarily have to have them all in order.
No.
No, people get this impression that it must look like.
It's got to look a certain way,
This
yeah.
text, it must look like this, but you can start with your contention, and the cause becomes your argument.
Yeah.
And then you can have, this is why, and then have a statement, and then bang.
Yeah. I saw this great quote once at a PD session because we go and listen to other teachers speak about teaching English, because that's how exciting we are. And she goes, structures are great, they're like floaties. But no one wears floaties at the Olympics.
Yeah. So that means that top scoring essays don't
Yeah.
follow a set structure.
Yeah, you don't need floaties in the Olympics because you can already swim. You just swim. But some people do need floaties, and that's okay. They can still swim, but Olympians don't need floaties. Interesting. Anyway, I just thought it was really clever. I was like, that is a really good point. It's a really good point. Anyway. All right, so this is our intro. We happy with that? Yeah. Excellent. Cool. All right, do we start planning out what evidence we would use? Or do you want to just leave that as it is and move on to another question? What would you like to do? It's choose your own adventure. We can do, okay, another question. I'm getting the sense another
then
question.
After we do that question, could we go into a bit more detail of how you would structure the arguments and evidence?
Yes.
Okay. That's cool.
The answer is yes. Okay, cool. Move on. Happy? Cool. All right, oops, wrong one. Okay. Oh, was anyone still copying that? Or can I, yeah, cool. Excellent. Let's do it. Okay, let's pick another question. What question would you like to do, team?
16.
She's 16ing again. She's wanting 16. She was the only one that voted for it.
Actually, Sarah.
Oh, sorry. Also Sarah. All right, so Laura's throwing out 16 again. Any other ones that you want to throw out? 10. Dilemmas and predicaments of family life. All right, voting for 10. Voting for 10. 1 to 3, 4. Voting for 16. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Laura, you lose again. Welcome to democracy. Nobody likes it.
I don't know, move it out, dictatorship, I'd say we
Look,
see.
I've been a proponent of it for a while. People just don't seem to be buying what I'm selling. People just don't seem to buy what I'm selling. But like a benevolent dictatorship, like I'll be nice to you.
Nah.
Oh.
English drafts every night isn't
Yeah, but it's for you, for the greater good.
But I don't like writing.
That's what they all say. All right, so we write out the title, the question again. How do the stories are in like a house on fire explore? I always get the letters in the wrong order, so I have to say it aloud. Explore the common dilemmas and predicaments of family life. Excellent. Cool. Little flair. Alright, what are our key terms in that? Oh, hang on. Is there a discuss? No, there's not. Pardon? Dilemmas and predicaments is obviously going to be important that we need to address. Highlight. Whoa. Bad choice.
That's,
Bad choice. I'm regurgitating that. Let's try and get rid of it. There we go. Okay. I thought, oh yeah, highlight will be good. Wrong.
Moral of the story.
Yeah. Don't highlight. Okay, there we go. We'll go with purple again. That works. Yes?
Family life.
Family life. Family. Okay, yep. The common, good, yeah. So that's got to do with ordinary, remember? Remember ordinary was kind of like one of those themes that we looked at? Explore. Well, yeah. Oh, sugar. I went to underline this because I'm a bit pedantic. There we go. Bam, bam. Thank you, bam. Okay. Happy? Happy? Okay. All right. So, I guess what we need to do is start kind of going, all right, well, what are the dilemmas and predicaments of family life that we see? What are the dilemmas and predicaments? Yep.
You see, like, normally really petty, like, disconnectment. That is not a word.
Disconnectment?
Yeah, that's not a word.
Not the old disconnectment.
The disconnect between families. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so do you mean like relationship disconnect? Okay.
Ashes, static.
So relationship breakdown.
Waiting has it, like where she's not telling her husband anymore, like the fact that she's getting pregnant because she knows she won't carry it to term.
Good, relationship breakdown. So we're saying ashes. We're saying, what was the other one? Waiting.
Waiting, static.
Static. Poor old static.
I don't know if this is wrong as in a way, but the family strain or relationship strain from physical illness or like injury.
Good, yeah, I would say that's a dilemma and predicament. Yep. So physical injury.
Yeah, and you got like
Yep. Flexion, yeah. So, like a house on fire, tender. Yeah, I know. Shush. What was the other one? Flexion.
There's also some miscommunication.
Miscommunications. Yep. So flexion. What's the computer one again?
Cross country.
Cross country, that's miscommunication. You know, like she doesn't know why he left. He never tells her, and so she feels like, yeah. Anyone else that's kind of got a miscommunication?
Isolation. I meant like, oh no, that's just dilemma and predicaments is that people can feel isolated.
Is that a predicament of family life though?
That goes with relationship breakdown that causes isolation.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's more resultant of like the predicaments that they feel isolated. Yep.
In relationship breakdown, you could probably also pull with like the parents.
Yeah.
Because like they don't exactly have the greatest relationship.
Your mother's just.
Yeah. She is scary. Cool. Anything else we want to add? These are good. I like them.
I feel like if like in this you put something about Kate because that's very based on family. Like maybe you put
It's a guilt.
I don't know where I'd fit it.
I don't know if I would use Kate for that, because Kate's, it's really.
I mean, there's miscommunication between her husband and her. You know, like that he's like, you said you wanted to do this, and she's like, but she can't communicate like how she's really feeling.
But I think that's more to do with the whole idea of mother's guilt and guilt of
Yeah.
the child. So I think that's like flexion and what is it?
Flexion and fragile,
No, the mirrors, laminates and mirrors.
Oh,
It's kind of a little bit removed, like it is
Yeah.
found, but it's more. It's a really specific story.
Yeah,
like you can almost take that out of the mythology. So.
But I reckon you could talk about it in terms of like, you know, the commonness of, you know, like the wife not being able to talk to her husband about how she's really feeling.
Yeah, like flexion,
yeah.
She feels a bit intimidated. I get the feeling she's a bit intimidated.
Yeah, and he's kind of like, you said that you wanted to do that, and she's like, yeah, I did, I do, I want to, but she can't really talk about how she really feels, and that's why she kind of hides it, and then goes and like breastfeeds on the sly, because like that's pretty much what all mums are doing, I'm guessing, Lisa, that they all just really want to like sneak off and breastfeed on the sly.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, no?
Good.
No? Oh, that's weird.
No, after like
Yeah.
14 months, that's
Yeah.
like seriously.
My best friend's kid, his nickname is Piranha.
Kids don't want to give it up. That's
He leads with his teeth.
Yeah, you want to reclaim the girls.
Yeah, he's terrifying, and he's got a lot of teeth, like a lot. I'm like,
Yeah, it gets bad. That's
yeah,
like,
I'm like,
oh my god.
he's like 1.5. Why has he got so many teeth? Why has he got so many teeth? That seems unnecessary.
They cut their first teeth. That's why it's a good idea.
But he's got like a full mouth of them though. That's unnecessary.
And then when children get to about 3 or 4, they use your boobs as a comfort objects. They need to touch them, like to feel like, and then you've got to wean them off that. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Can't just wander around grabbing my boobs whenever you feel like it. Right, dilemma and predicament.
For physical injury, you could
Yeah.
also do little plastic shipwreck. 'Cause, like,
Oh yeah, at the acquired brain injury. Yeah,
That's really, I couldn't find any glimmer of hope in that when I looked.
it's so sad, isn't
Kind
it?
of like,
The only hope is him. He is
might
hope.
change.
Oh, not even like that. He is just such a good person that he is the hope. That he's so sweet that he would just kind of do
But
this.
he wants her dead.
Does he?
Yeah.
Really?
because
That is not what I got out of
He
it.
shakes it. It's like she's doing nothing. She can't even hold it.
like when he shakes the thing, it's
Yeah, it's
like
like
your brain
she's-
does the same
His
thing.
brain does
Yeah.
the same thing. It's almost like he's waiting for her to die. So
Oh, I didn't read that into it.
maybe I just
That's
ignored
so
it.
sad.
I feel like that's the case.
He's talking about how she always.
I think that like Kate Kennedy was.
I think he's like, I kind of read it as like he was really grieving her, but I didn't think that he wanted to die. Really? I really did not get that out of it. Whoa. Yeah, I thought he was really nice. I thought he was sad and grieving, but I didn't know he wanted her dead. I need to reread that now. That's blowing my mind.
I'm not rereading that. I'm staying.
You're staying. I get it.
He doesn't want to kill.
Because I love Rolly. Rolly seems so sweet.
He's so caring about like the dolphins.
I know he missed
He's
it.
caring about the dolphin, but when he transposes it on his wife, he's
I
like,
don't like
and he doesn't want to kill her. Okay, I took that out of context. What he wants to do is he's waiting for her to die.
Oh,
So
that's so
I need to reread it now.
He does it as a burden, slightly.
Yeah.
He wants her to
But she's
go.
waiting for him to die.
He wants his freedom.
What?
He wants her to
Whoa.
That's just like a full 180.
relationship.
360.
My head's spinning.
What about me?
All right.
Mr. Crown.
Very, very different relationship and flexion, and asshole.
All right.
We want to
Yeah, we do. God, we're cheering for him to die. Anyway, so we've got the stories in Like a House on Fire explore the common dilemmas and predicaments of family life, and we're saying yes, it does. It explores relationship breakdowns. It explores physical injury, and it explores miscommunication. What would be great? So I would say a low end score will go, yes, it does, and it will do one paragraph. Oh, jeez, incorrect. It'll do one paragraph on Like a House on Fire, like the short story, and it will do one paragraph on, say, flexion. Sorry.
Wait, misfold the screen like behind them.
You can't, then it'll stop working. It won't, Snag it won't record. I've tried. And then one paragraph on, say, cross country. Computer pens. Nah, this is like amazing.
More better than all any of us.
It's look, for somebody who was like, the internet will never catch on, I'm impressed. That's a literal quote from me.
Do your friends bring it up all the time?
Oh, all the time. All the time. Yeah. That was me in year 12. Year 12, I was like, this internet thing, it's never going to catch on. Why wouldn't you just like go to the bookshelf and get a book? I mean, seriously, as if you would.
You're doing YouTube tutorial.
Like, yeah, that's why you never take my advice on like investments or anything.
You're probably like the
Embarrassing. Yeah. It's
Eddie Brocky last night, Insight, had a really good thing on screens. Screen music and technology.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't see it. Okay, so that would be a low end. A low end will just do that. A mid-range, a mid to kind of high range, so like up to say, I would say probably like an 8, will do this essay, where it will go, yes, it's about these 3 things. It's about physical injury, it's about relationship breakdown, it's about miscommunication. And an 8 is great. Wonderful. Love an 8. What will get you high end is to go further and not just say it's about relationship breakdowns, it's about physical injury, it's about miscommunication. It will give you like an authorial intent statement for each. So it will say, something about relationship breakdown, that she actually explores the idea of relationship breakdown and how it impacts family life.
Yeah.
So, like almost like a mini contention for each of these. Does that make sense? So let's talk about what do you think, maybe we need another page for this, hey? Let's go to a new page. All right, so let's start with miscommunication. There are! Oh my god, there's sparklies! Oh, rose gold. Ooh, let's have a look. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty. Alright. No, I don't want to cancel, mate. Anyway. Okay, so let's start with miscommunication. We don't need these. These are holding us back. They're holding me back. There we go. Okay, so let's go with miscommunication. What do you think Kate Kennedy says to us about miscommunication in families? What is she saying? Yeah?
miscommunication can lead to families being isolated from one another and miserable.
Good. Leads to family. Oh no, sorry. To people in the family feeling isolated.
Wouldn't you just put that as like a topic sentence and then at the end you just link it back?
Exactly,
I
yeah.
guess like a non.
Yeah, because you're not just kind of saying, yes, it explores miscommunication. You're saying, it explores miscommunication, and she says this about miscommunication, which is authorial intent, which is what they love.
Yeah.
And I love that,
Like,
those things when the
They
authors-
froth over authorial intent. I love it.
Yeah, like when the author criticises, so Kennedy criticises or attacks,
Yeah.
she condones or
Yeah.
she's, you know, she
These are the things that
emphasises,
she's
yeah,
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they want you to understand that a book is not just a bunch of pages with writing on it. They want you to understand that it's like a declaration to the world
Yeah.
about life.
And I'm always trying to get you guys to use that language and do a whole statement
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
put them together and say what she really.
What she's saying.
If you want to
Yeah.
summarise what she's saying about, you know, carers, what is it that generally,
Yeah. Because people write books to declare something to the world. That it's like,
Oh well.
this is what I want to say to you.
Sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Like with Rear Window, that he was trying to say something about McCarthyism,
Yeah.
and he was trying to say something about the way that we watch each other, but we're not actually emotionally engaged in each other's lives. You know, so books are the same, that you're trying to say something to the world. Yeah. So miscommunication, we're saying it leads to people in the family feeling isolated, that if miscommunication happens. Okay, what else? So the other one was relationship breakdown. Another one was relationship breakdown. What are we going to say about that? What do you think she says about relationship breakdowns?
That they're the start, not that they are the result of other small issues kind of piling on top of each other. Like it was in like House of Fire. Those small resentments starting like flickering up, burning things.
Oh, yeah, that it's the little things.
Yes.
Well, let's have a look at what evidence we had. We said ashes, waiting, static, and whirlpool. Yeah, so you could say, yeah, it's those little cutting remarks. You know, it's like those little cutting remarks that cause these relationship breakdowns. Like in Whirlpool, it's those little cutting things where the girl asks for, see ya, she asks for a bra and her mum says you don't need one. And then when the mum makes all those little cutting remarks to, you know, it's like, what's the phrase? Death by a thousand cuts?
Yes.
It's a death by a thousand cuts. Yeah. And that's kind of...
Japanese way of torture.
That's kind of like the message, isn't it, about, you know, these relationships that break down. It's not one big thing that makes it break down. It's the little things that kind of just keep. So like even with like a house on fire, it's not the back injury that is breaking that relationship. It's the kind of, you know, the little things, the things like him going, oh, there's cobwebs on the roof. Oh, you know, like, and pointing out all the, like, it's the little things that get him. Exactly, but in a bad way.
Yeah.
And in Ashes, you know, like, it's the little things that, you know, that has ruined that relationship. You know, like that he didn't answer when his dad said, it's a beautiful spot, isn't it? And he didn't answer. You know, it's the little things. So, relationships break down because of
I think of sleepers, doesn't it? And how Ray must have really avoided Sharon.
Oh, so bad. Imagine living with Ray. You would seriously hate him. But like, I love Ray in the story. Like, I feel so bad for him. He like, my heart bleeds for
He
him.
doesn't
But
get it. He just doesn't understand.
no, he's dumb as a bag of spanners.
And he just doesn't get it. He's still like a little puppy dog coming back to get kicked.
Yeah,
again.
he's an idiot. Yeah.
What do you do?
I never kick my puppies. You know
She just
this.
says it's like a puppy dog coming back to get things.
No, it's an expression. Yeah.
Never heard that one before.
But also, Miss Smith kicks more. She kicks puppies a lot. Like, I've seen her do it. She kicks a lot of puppies. Yeah. I've seen it. She's lying. It's on the internet now. It's got to be true. 1,000 small cuts. Rather than big issues. Okay, and then the last one we had was physical injury. What do you think she's saying about physical injury and families?
I think they're a metaphor kind of for like things that are holding people back from actually connecting with each other.
Yeah, okay. So maybe our last paragraph could be like a text construction kind of thing, because it says, the question says, like a house on fire explores the common dilemmas and predicaments of family life. We could say, we could do a text construction paragraph and say, she explores the dilemmas of family life through the metaphor of physical injury. Love.
That's a good one.
Oh, this is going to be such a high-end piece. Oh, we're giving them their two froths, which is text construction and authorial intent.
Little plates, shit, like I'm counting them, sorry.
Mate, they're going to love this. They're going to eat it up with a spoon.
That's a ripper one. That's a really good one. I like that.
You know why? Because Mitzi came up with it, and she's a smart cookie. She's like one of those dark horses, I reckon. This one. Yeah. She's like a dark horse. You know how there's always like dark horses in the VCE? And it's like all of a sudden, like scores are coming in and people are like, wait a minute, this one. Yeah, I reckon she's one of them. Keep an eye on her. I reckon there's quite a few little dark horses in this year level that are people like, that are just quietly like getting decent scores and they're just like pulling them in. And then at the end we're like, Jesus. Anyway, that's what happens. That's how it works. Uses physical injury as a good if I could spell. As a metaphor for, can you say it again? You're so clever.
Uses it as a metaphor for like people within the family not being able to connect with each other. Like
Yeah, like a barrier. Yeah.
It holds them back.
The barriers that prevent families from, oh, I'm running out of room, connecting. Love this, love it. Oh, we're so clever, look at us. I love this pen too. Anyway.
So the first two are authorial intent, and then
Yeah, so these ones are authorial intent ones. And then the last one is going to be a textcon, which is Brill. And they will love that. Yay! I love this.
It's a huge text to deal with, isn't it, for a text?
Yeah, and this is why I reckon, even though, look, Rear Window's a great one to write on, I reckon this is better.
Yeah.
I think I would actually write on this because you've got so much, like, you've got so much evidence to work with, and you've basically got all of these stories to pull on. Like, you know, instead of just having one storyline to pull on, you've got a myriad. Bye. And her messages are so clear. Like, she's so clear and they're so consistent. Like, there's not really anything that contradicts or you're like, kind of, yeah. She's so clear about her feelings. So, I don't know. I think it's actually one to seriously consider, which is one of the reasons why I was like, I'm going to make them all write on this. Like, why we were like, let's all write on, like, a house so that we can ensure that they know how to and so they don't just discount it.
How do you feel about the quotes from Like a House on Fire?
How do I feel about them?
No, but actually constructing a body of quotes to go with your evidence and examples.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, so if you look at Rear Window and you compare it to each the key quote, I'm finding that my kids are struggling to come up with quotes. I mean, there's just so many, not to actually get them to say miss, there's just so many.
There's so many. I guess what you do is you focus on the texts, the stories that you love, and you just hone in on them. Yep.
You can't mention everything.
No,
in
you
it.
can't.
You have to leave some out.
Oh yeah, like even like the amount of that we came up with here, like the amount of stories, you couldn't cover all these stories.
Yeah.
You would have to pick the ones that you felt best with. Yeah, Jules?
It's more like, not really quotes, kind of more symbolism.
Yeah, I know.
You find it hard to find the symbols, or
No, because what Miss Smith said, we find it difficult finding quotes. I think it's more symbolism and metaphors
trying to find them, or trying to discuss them.
like,
The metaphors are the easy part.
yeah,
Trying to
like,
understand them.
no, I'm saying like, instead of using quotes, Kate Kennedy more uses, like, you can't really quote a sentence out of something.
That sometimes it's kind of like
It's more like
the vibe.
symbolic.
Yeah.
I don't know. How to
But like, I guess what you would do there.
We looked at the question about the carer and the carers, right?
Yeah.
And we came up with 3 predicaments.
I might just stop the video.
And you need an actual quote